Yeah, what up, Sportsnet? What's going on? What is happening? We are live. We are live here on Sportsnet. Yes, yes, yes. Hanging out in the Sportsnet studio. Just chilling right now. Gonna get Canada basketball. Kyle Alexander on the line right now. Sent him a little invite, see what's going on. Hang out in the spot. Yes, Kyle, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you for doing this, man. Got the Canada shirt on right now. I know gearing up for the weekend. Y'all ready to go against the Dominican?
Yes, sir, man. We getting ready right now.
Yes, nice, nice. Now listen, we wanted to obviously we got a good connection with Sportsnet and Canada basketball. We want more people to be in the know about what's going on and some of the Canadian ballers that are not in the league right now. So tell us a little bit about your basketball journey and where you are right now.
Yeah, man. Started playing at 16.
Yeah.
Which is pretty late.
That's late. That's late. I was gonna say.
Started playing at 16. Found my way at Orangeville Preparatory Academy in Orangeville, and I was with some really good guys, and obviously like being with talented guys like Jamal Murray, Thon Maker, that helped guys like me who were starting late get exposure. And then I found myself at the University of Tennessee for 4 years. Went there, then did summer league with Miami. Then I went to training camp with them, went on their G League team. Halfway through the season, signed a two-way, but I was injured. Then COVID hit, and then, went to the bubble with them, and then I've been in Spain since.
So I know it started late for you, the basketball journey, but you seem to have lived the basketball life like crazy already, man. Like the experiences just in the short time you've been hooping have been insane, eh?
Yeah, I played in almost every league, man. I played in the G League, I played D1, G League, NBA, and now overseas, man. So I've been blessed to have been at so many different levels already. I have a lot of experience.
Listen, I walked into the studio here and I found this all-star ball from when the game was in Toronto in I think it was 2016. Yeah, 2016. So I know the all-star weekend just went down. Did you watch any of what went down this weekend in Cleveland?
Yeah, honestly, I just flew back to Toronto from Spain, so
yeah.
I didn't get to catch too many of the little events, but I saw the three-point contest, and I got to see the game yesterday, obviously. So yeah, I got to see those two.
What'd you think of the Saturday night? It felt a little bit lackluster this year,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to see too much on Saturday, like I said, but I feel like the All-Star Weekend's always fun, man. And then the game on Sunday, to see all that talent on the court together, like it's always a good time.
I like to ask Canadian ballers, and we've talked to Jamal Murray about this, we talked to Shea about this, and like, when you, as a Canadian baller, saw the Raptors win a title, what did that make you feel?
Man, you feel so proud because it's not like it's when other NBA teams win, it's like the city, but for us, it almost felt like a whole country won. Like it was unbelievable to watch that, and I was actually going through pre-draft at the time.
Yeah.
And I had a workout with the Raptors when I was in town for one of the games, so I got to experience it firsthand. I was like downtown. It was awesome, man. Like it was incredible, and honestly, it's inspiring, man. As a basketball player, like you want to one day hopefully be a part of that, maybe another one. So,
well, that feels like a perfect way to segue into the Canada basketball angle right now, because look, Canada team sports are on a wave right now, but unfortunately, it feels like for a long time the women have been the ones holding it down, right? Canadian women's basketball, they rep really well. Canadian women's soccer, they rep well, but now we see the Canadian men's soccer side holding it down, and we're waiting. The generation of fans are waiting for the men's side to make their mark, and there's so many good players, yourself included, that want to be part of this. What do you think the difference is this time around with Canada basketball? It seems like the narrative is shifting with players now wanting so hard to be part of the development and growth of this national team.
Yeah, well, first of all, my sister plays for that the national women's team. Shout out to them. They are doing well. But honestly, man, I think what a lot of the overseas teams have like an advantage is they've all been playing together from so young, and so I think that's something that we're trying to do now is kind of get a group of guys together that can commit and really build the chemistry amongst us, but the basketball is growing. We have so much talent. Like we have so many guys in the NBA from Canada, and I think that excites a lot of people, and if we can just get a couple of guys and get a good group of guys to come in, like we have so much talent now that I think we can really compete.
Man, I'm telling you, there's nothing like the country rallying around your sport. And I feel like you know that just from having played. And it's one thing for the Raptors, a Toronto-based team, to hold it down for the country. But when the national team does well at any sport at any level, it feels like a different sense of pride. So we're looking forward to both the women and men continuing to represent that well. I want to talk about the basketball journey a little bit. You obviously played with the Heat in the bubble, which was a unique experience. You pre-drafted with Toronto. I feel like when it comes to teams, in terms of developing yourself and giving you some confidence, Miami and Toronto feel like the best developmentally right now. What'd you learn from your experiences with both those teams that you take with you now in your pursuit to try to get back to the league?
Oh my goodness. I mean, so much. I mean, I only did pre-draft with Toronto, but they have like their staff working for this team. So I'm getting this great coaching right now. But man, I mean, starting as a rookie in Miami was unbelievable for me. Like to have that be the foundation for your career is like, it's unbelievable.
Pretty good. It's pretty good, right?
From the culture they have to just the coaching, just everything. Like, it was a great place to start. I know how to eat better from them. I know how to train better. I know how to prepare myself, conditioning. Like, I was in the best shape of my life when I was with them. Like, so just, that was an unbelievable experience for me. And to start my career there, like, I'm beyond blessed.
It's little things like that people don't think of, right? When they talk about Heat culture or Raptors culture, it goes more than just what happens on the court, right?
Yes, it does. It's off the court too, man. It's preparation. It's a mindset. It's the culture that your organization builds around the players, so they know what's expected every single day. Like when I was with Miami, I was doing workouts on my own, plus pre-practice and then practice and then working out after. Plus, like, it's like they don't understand. People don't understand how much goes into success. And like, that's the thing, is starting in Miami, going to the finals my rookie year, even though I wasn't really contributing on the court, like to be a part of that off the court and to see what goes into that, to be in the film sessions, to be in the team meetings, to be on the court, to watch the level of detail. It's unbelievable. Like, you have such a bigger level of respect for some guys and for some teams. The fact that they're there every year and they're contenders, like, it's the level of respect on my end went up so high. So,
by the way, for everyone in the chat, we are talking to Kyle Alexander, Canadian basketball player. Played with the Miami Heat, playing overseas right now in Spain. You can follow his journey, of course, on his Instagram. So in the bubble, Kyle, it was not just unique in terms of the basketball experience. It was unique in terms of, some of the social movements that are impacted not just sports, but life right now as well. We saw the NBA take a lead in terms of, using their voice to try to aspire for better in the world. You were very much part of that, being with the team that was in the bubble. Can you take us through your perspective of how kind of everything happened in the wake of the Jacob Blake shooting, the NBA players deciding their voice was more powerful than their play on the court, and what the hope was when all of this protest and the boycotts of the games kind of went down?
Yeah, I can speak a little bit on it. I think that, with NBA players getting told constantly to shut up and dribble, and stuff like that, people kind of forget that, one, we're human, like we're human besides being athletes. And so I think that it was awesome because I think a lot of people kind of follow the NBA's lead. Like when I think it was the Milwaukee Bucks decided that they weren't going to practice or they weren't going to play.
Yeah.
I mean, it puts the world on notice because everybody was watching basketball and everybody decided, no, you turn on the game and you see these guys aren't playing, the game gets postponed. It raises awareness. I think that's what they wanted to do, like, mainly was just bring focus and bring awareness to it and understand that, look, we're humans. Yeah. And we're hurting because, like, these are our brothers, and like, to see that this happened in our city, this needs to be aware. This can't keep continuing to happen. And so it's awesome to see guys with such a big platform take a stand, and it was awesome to see that, and to be a part of that. To be, I think everybody knows that NBA kind of had like a league-wide meeting while in the bubble, and so to sit in there and watch the NBPA and guys take leadership and to figure out what our next steps were going to be in order to make awareness and raise awareness for this. It was really cool to see that from the inside.
Yeah, we know the NBA tends to be leaders when it comes to some of the social justice, but that movement in itself went beyond that. And like you said, it led to sports like hockey and eventually soccer and a bunch of different leagues, not only changing and following in that moment, but enabling and enacting acts of social justice that continue today as well. So I always say full credit, to the NBA players. And I think a lot of it came to the players itself that were the ones that wanted to kind of instill this action. And that's what leadership's about, right?
Yeah, man, that's what it's about. It's about understanding that something needs to change. And when you have a platform and a voice like these guys do, it's it's understanding that you have an opportunity to make a difference, and I think that that's what they do understand, and then it's it's awesome to see that.
So let's talk a little bit more about the overseas experience right now. You're obviously playing in Spain. What's the thing you miss the most about home when you play overseas?
Man, look,
a lot. It seems like a lot when you're going like this. I'm like, there's a lot of stuff going down.
We could talk about that for hours, but man, like in my honest opinion, I'm biased.
Yeah.
Like Toronto is the best city in the world.
Tell them again.
I'll double down. Toronto's the best city in the world, man. So I hate leaving. Like every summer I come home to see my family, whether it's to, like postseason, relaxing, taking my little week or two off before I get back to work. And I hate leaving every single time. So I miss everything, man, from the people, the diversity, like just the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just an energy about Toronto that like I hate to leave. Like I drive through Toronto like the day before my flight, and I'm like, man, I can't believe I gotta go. But the food, like I have Jamaican roots, so just Caribbean food, like everything. And like I hate leaving. So the food is tough.
Yeah.
Being away from family is tough. Like a lot of people don't realize, like Canadians, like a lot of Canadian basketball players have to sacrifice. Like we have to go to America, we got to go to overseas, we got to go to other countries and sacrifice being away from our families and our hometowns to be able to be successful in our sport. So
it's such a good point.
Yeah,
it's such a good point because even if you were, playing in the league, like you're not playing at home. There's one Canadian-based city, but beyond that, like you are out somewhere, probably that you haven't experienced before. And more so, like you said, if you want to make your way back here, it often involves going to Europe or going to China or going, to places that you never imagined playing ball before, and it makes it really tough. You talked about the Jamaican roots. What is the spot of choice when you're in Toronto to get some of that hometown feeling? Or is it a hometown meal? Is it a homemade meal?
Yeah, so when I just was recently home for a couple of days, I asked my mom to throw down a couple of hometown meals because a couple of months since I've been home. But man, like I go to the Real Jerk, Island Spice Flavor in Scarborough. Man, the better jerk in Brampton. I got my favorite spot for everything. Obviously, I'm a Tim Hortons guy. That's the heart and soul of.
That's how we know you're Canadian to the roots.
Yeah,
man. That's how we
got to get my chocolate glazed donuts and my iced cap. So there's so many restaurants and places I love to go. I didn't get to go to everyone. I was only home for about 3-4 days, but I'll be back in a couple of months. They're gonna see me.
I see the smile on your face when you talk about something. It's always the same reaction when I talk to not only NBA players but athletes in general that play in places that are not home. They think of something or a couple things that just make them get back to that moment in their head right now. I can see you salivating and thinking about the food right now, man. So hopefully it's not too far away before you get back here and get some of that, man. Listen, we're all excited to see you and Canada hold it down in World Cup qualifiers right now. It's such a unique tournament, right? Because obviously NBA players can't be part of that, but the depth in Canada, we talked about this at the beginning, is so much better than it's ever been before. How comfortable do you guys feel with the level of competition you guys are set to play?
I feel really comfortable in this organization as a whole, and the coaches and the players. I feel like I said, to have an NBA level organization like coaching you, like that's not every national team can say that. So to have them like being our system and everything, like we're all bought into that, and then we got great talent coming in. We have there's a lot of talented Canadian players in the overseas. So we got a good group. We had a good run last window, and just got to get to it again and go win these next 2 games, and then make it a little easier come the summertime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, we're all excited to see it. We love the Sportsnet Canada basketball partnership as well. We love that you're part of this. You've such a great personality, such a great game as well, and we're hoping to follow your journey not just through this, but hopefully back to the league as well, man. So thank you so much for doing this, man. We appreciate it. Give everybody a place where a time and a place where they can watch you guys, play this weekend.
This weekend we play the 20. If I'm not mistaken, we play the 26th and the 27th.
Yeah.
In the Dominican Republic. I couldn't. Oh, actually.
We'll make sure we'll make sure they get the times. We'll make sure they get the times though.
Yeah, on SportsCenter. On SportsCenter. Yeah. We make times, but we play. Yeah, man. I'm just excited. I'm just locked into to practice, getting better, connecting with these guys, and getting ready to play, man. So, but thank you. I appreciate you having me on here, man.
Hey, that's Kyle Alexander. You can obviously see him playing in Spain. You can see him playing for Canada this weekend on Sportsnet in World Cup qualifiers. Appreciate your time, brother. Best of luck. All right.
Of course. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.